The Department of Health and Social Care in the UK has announced that Tier 3 restrictions will apply in all 32 London boroughs and the City of London. This is due to the increasing cases of COVID-19 patients, and the restrictions will affect parts of Essex and Hertfordshire. In today's Daily Trending video, we explain what these Tier 3 restrictions mean for London residents. According to a statement from the Department of Health and Social Care in the UK, the situation in parts of Essex and South Hertfordshire has deteriorated since national restrictions were lifted. With new cases and hospital admissions rising, the government had to do something to relieve the strain on the National Health Service. In fact, a recent figure showed that about 1 in 3 people, in England, show no symptoms of having the virus, but are still able to pass it on. Thus, health authorities are calling on people to be responsible. London's infection rate is at a record high of 225 per 100,000 people. It is almost the same in parts of Essex and Hertfordshire. With this new development, COVID-19 patients are once again filling up hospital beds in London, with about 277 daily admissions and rising. Professor Kevin Fenton, London's Regional Director of Public Health England, said, "While no one wants to see London under tighter restrictions, the stark reality of the situation means we have no choice. The Tier 3 restrictions in London, parts of Essex and South Hertfordshire will take effect from Wednesday, 16th of December 2020. What does the Tier 3 restrictions, or lockdown rules mean for London residents? It means, hospitality venues like hotels and other accommodation providers will close down, except it is to cater for people who work in critical industries, and cannot return home during the period. It also means, sporting events like golf, tennis, and amateur football will be allowed, but spectators will not be allowed. People who do not live in the same house are advised not to meet in parks or public gardens, under Tier 3 restrictions. Travelling out of the area unless for necessary activities is frowned on. Also, employees who can, should work from home. Places of worship can stay open under Tier 3 restrictions, but interactions with people outside the household are not encouraged. Weddings, wakes, and civil partnerships should have 15 guests or less, and no more than 30 people should be at wedding receptions and funerals. Large events like Premier League football, live performances, and so on, should not have spectators. In fact, these events are to be monitored actively. Christmas in parts of Essex and South Hertfordshire will likely be a toned-down affair this year, due to the Tier 3 restrictions. Health experts argue that this is the best way to combat the spread of COVID-19.
For more news updates like this, subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit our blog today.www.sidomexentertainment.com. Also follow us on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,